Hello, welcome once again to Stuff and Things, where I like to talk about stuff and occasionally even things. I'm your good friend Bradley. This is my good friend Albert the teddy bear, and he is here for a very specific reason. Now, several viewers have requested that I do a particular kind of video, and it's the kind of video that YouTube doesn't like. It's the kind of video that YouTube likes to demonetize. So we're gonna have to speak in code words. We're gonna have to be sneaky. We're gonna see if we can pull one over on the giant YouTube machine. So this video is about my GUNS's. GUNS's. But instead of saying that word, which could potentially get this video demonetized, we're going to insert the word teddy bear. So this is a video about my teddy bears. Now sometimes when you take a teddy bear to a range, you like to F-I-R-E that teddy bear. F-I-R-E. But since we can't say that word in relation to teddy bears, we're going to use the word hug. Because everyone loves to hug a teddy bear, don't they? So, teddy bear and hug are the two code words we're going to use, okay? Now that we have our terms completely understood, let's get on with the video. Now, I am not a teddy bear collector. I never have been, I never will be. I don't really collect anything, but I do own a few, not very many. People have asked me, like, let me see your teddy bear collection. Show me your teddy bears. We want to know what kind of teddy bears you have. I don't have very many. Once again, I live in an apartment. I'm also not super rich, and I'm not a collector, but I'll just show you the few teddy bears I do have, talk a little bit about each one and why I decided to buy that particular teddy bear. So the very first teddy bear I ever bought was this one right here. This is a Ruger 1022 teddy bear. Hey, look at that. This is a classic. I'm sure everyone knows about the Ruger 1022. This particular teddy bear has a Hogue stock on it, aftermarket. Has a little bit longer length of pole on that for me because I am a little bit longer than most people. I'm about 6'2". It has a really nice, well not really nice, but a decent Nikon scope on it. This one is particularly made for a 10-22 or for a 22 round. It's variable from, goes all the way to 9 power. It's pretty nice. I mean, it's decent for a 22, and it also is really good for, I can't remember the exact model. Let me get this scope cap off here. It is the Pro Staff rimfire, so it's made for rimfire cartridges. But I like this a lot. I also put a kid trigger in here. There are a couple other aftermarket parts. I can't remember exactly everything this has, but it's super fun. And whenever you hug a 22 long rifle teddy bear, you're gonna have some jams every once in a while, but this one I really haven't had that issue. I always use the Ruger magazines. This is the BX25, and then I use the 10 rounder that came with it occasionally as well, but I haven't had really any issues with jamming or anything in this, and I've used a variety of 22. I can't remember. When I originally got this, the 22 shortage hadn't really happened yet, so I could get a nice wide variety. And then for a while there, it was tough. I could get some like CCI and stuff, some more expensive things. But I've shot I've hugged a pretty good variety of 22 out of this and haven't had any issues with jamming. Again, though, there are some aftermarket parts. But there you go. That's the first teddy bear I ever bought. The Ruger 1022 with some modifications. I really like this Hogue stock quite a bit. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you why I bought that particular teddy bear. It's just fun. If you've never had a 22 and just gone out plinking with it, you're missing out. It's super fun. It's the kind of thing, when I was a little kid, we had a 22, my older brother did, and we would shoot tin cans and things like that. It's fun. Basically no recoil whatsoever. Oh, did I say shoot again? We would hug tin cans with our 1022 teddy bear. The next teddy bear that I bought is this one right here. This is a Glock 19 teddy bear. There is nothing in this Glock 19 at the moment, completely clear, completely safe. And I purchased this teddy bear because I wanted a hand teddy bear. and I wanted it for mostly for going to the range. I didn't really think about carrying this teddy bear with me very much, but I figured if I did, I would get a Glock 19 because of that sort of compact size. It's sort of the jack of all trades kind of teddy bear. I like the reliability. I actually really like the grip angle and the way it feels and everything, and I think I've hugged, I don't know how many rounds out of this teddy bear. Quite a few, and I've never had any issues. It's a great, basic, nice, fairly reasonably priced teddy bear, and I like it quite a bit. I have never really carried it, even though I have several different holsters for it. This one is a JM Custom Kydex, I believe. I can't remember the exact model, but it's made for appendix carry. I like it a lot. I like this a lot. This is a nice teddy bear. I enjoy it, and because I liked this teddy bear so much, and I enjoyed the platform, I suppose, the Glock platform, I decided that I would get another Glock teddy bear. And the next one I got was this one here, inside a Stealth Gear USA sheath, a holster. This one is for, you know, I guess around like the 3 o'clock position, 4 o'clock position. Never really have carried this very much either though, but I decided if I wanted to, I would purchase the Glock 26 teddy bear. This baby, also 9mm, this baby also clear, don't worry. I figured I would stick with the 9mm teddy bears just because, you know, it'd make it more convenient for ammo purchases and things like that. I have fired this teddy bear quite a bit as well. It's just a little slimmer, well, not slimmer, it's a little smaller than the Glock 19 teddy bear, in the grip especially, and then you have this sort of rounded off area around the muzzle, slightly shorter. If you can see that. So basically, if you were going to carry a Glock and you wanted to carry a double stack and in 9mm, the 26 is a pretty nice idea. These are both Gen 4s, by the way. I haven't had any issue with either of these ever, at all, and I have hugged them quite a few times. So there you go. Glock 26 was the next teddy bear I purchased. After that, I figured, as an American, I should probably have an AR-15 teddy bear. I don't even know if I should say that. We should probably do a code word for that as well. And I decided to build my own because that's fun. I did a whole series of videos on that. I don't know if they're all still on my channel. Some of them have been, well, pretty much all of them have been demonetized. Some of them have been just removed completely. But I next did this. This teddy bear is a clone of a SOPMOD Block 2 M4 A1, I suppose. It has had a few little alterations now. When I first built it, I tried to make it as completely clone correct as humanly possible. It's got the Daniel Defense Riz 2 rail on it in the proper FDE that was very hard to find. I think I heard that they're gonna start making these for the public now because SOCOM has gone with the Geisley rail now. They're doing the URGI, the Upper Receiver Group Improved, that has a Geisley rail, a Daniel Defense barrel, a bunch of other stuff. So the DD Riz 2 is now going to be more easily available to the public because they don't have to worry about fulfilling all their army or military contracts. But anyway, I've got a lot of stuff on this. This was expensive. This was very expensive to make. It's all Colt pretty much internally. Except it has a Geisley SSA trigger, which is amazing. I love it. Got the B5 SOPMOD stock on there. It has a Geisley. I did include this Geisley bolt catch, bolt release. That isn't really clone correct, but I threw that on there. It also has the, I guess originally I had the Colt A2 grip on there, then I threw a Tango Down on there, and now I have a Gunfighter grip on there just because I like the grip angle a little bit better. So that isn't really clone correct either, but for the most part it was. It's got a Surefire Scout weapon light on there, or teddy bear light. You know, just all the things that I could do to make it as clone correct as possible. It does currently have a Aimpoint T2, Micro T2 red dot sight, and then the G33 magnifier by EOTech. I'm considering getting an EOTech EXPS3-0 holographic, which is what I had on there originally. And then there was the whole snafu with EOTech. They were being sued by the government because of issues with their sites. They instituted a buyback program, and since I had gotten that site very cheap used, I was able to sell it back to EOTech for full price and then pay for this T2. But now supposedly they've fixed a lot of those issues, and I really did like the reticle a lot, and I do have a slight astigmatism. And if you do have a slight astigmatism, a red dot like this on the aim point can be a little blurry sometimes. It's not that bad when you're out and it's bright, but in low light conditions it can look a little more blurry. So the reticle on the EOTech is really nice. I'm kind of considering getting one again. But anyway, I like this magnifier a lot. It's quite nice. This teddy bear has been absolutely amazing. It has the Colt SOCOM profile barrel on it, so it's a heavier profile barrel. This thing has been super accurate, super reliable. I love this teddy bear. I hug it a lot. I just can't help but hug it. It's enjoyable. Oh, the pièce de résistance. I do have the Knights Armament taupe flip-up front sight, which is, if you're someone who has tried to make a SOTMOD Block 2 clone, these are not easy to find. But I do have that, and then I have the micro on the back, which you can't really see. It's folded down. But this is, I love this teddy bear. I like it a lot. I am choking because of my emotion. I'm also considering actually perhaps purchasing the URG-I from Geissele eventually. They're sold out at the moment, but if you purchase directly from Geissele, you get a Colt upper, you get the Geissele Mark 16 rail, which uses M-LOK on it. It's a lot slimmer, a lot lighter, and I really like M-LOK. I think it's pretty cool. You also get, I think they have their airborne charging handle. They have a Daniel Defense cold hammer forged barrel on it. And then the Surefire muzzle device that I have on this is the SF3P, three-pronged. They actually have the very correct 4P on their uppers, the ones that you can actually get from Geissele themselves, but it's kind of spendy. I'm considering that. I think it would be fun. I think it'd be cool. I think it would make this a little bit lighter, because this is not a light teddy bear right now. It's a pretty heavy teddy bear, but it's fine. I love it. Then I think the next teddy bear I purchased was another one that I consider, pretty much I've been going for practicality when I think of which teddy bear I want to purchase, things that I'll actually hug a lot, things that could be useful, things that I might actually carry. I do have a concealed pistol permit. I don't usually carry that often. I usually have a pistol with me in my truck when I'm at work or things like that, but I do construction, so you can't really have it on you when you're working. That just doesn't, it's just not practical at all. You're wearing a tool belt and all that other stuff. But I usually have one with me. I'll show you the one that I usually have with me. But when I'm just out and about, I don't usually carry. I know people freak out about that. They think if you have a license, you should always be carrying, but I just haven't really seen the need. And I know it's the one time that you don't think it's going to happen that it will actually happen, but whatever. It's my personal choice. You make your personal choice. But in terms of just teddy bears that I think you should have, or that have some sort of historical significance, you can't really beat the Colt government model. This is a Series 70 1911. It's just classic. I just like it a lot. There are obviously different models of Colt 1911s that have a little bit more, I guess, ergonomic, user-friendly features. This does have the, if you can see that, the back strap is swollen. It doesn't have the straight back strap. It doesn't have the enlarged beaver tail. It has a shorter trigger. It has very small sights. This is basically the configuration of like a World War II era, a World War II vintage 1911. But in the Series 70 also doesn't have the firing pin block, so it's supposedly not as drop safe as the Series 80, but supposedly that also means that it's easier to fool around with the trigger. But I really love this teddy bear. I love hugging this teddy bear. It's really, really soft shooting. I guess the weight has a lot to do with that. It's the only teddy bear I have that hugs 45. Everything else is 9mm, well, and then I have my 1022 and my AR teddy bear as well. But I think you should just have one of these. Just have one. And it doesn't have to be this classic model. You could also get something a little more modern, a little more advanced, I guess. But having a 1911, I think, is kind of de rigueur for an American. All right, I have one more teddy bear to show you, and this is the teddy bear that I have with me in my truck much of the time, and that is a Glock 43. Here, again, in a Stealth Gear USA. This is an appendix carry holster as well, but you can also put this, you know, at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. You can put it on your hip if you want to. This one, I think, is actually loaded at the moment. Let me make sure. Okay, this is now safe. I have in it the normal Glock 43 magazine, but I have a Terran Tactical +1 extension on it. So this can carry 7 rounds now, single stack, 9mm. It's very small. If you can see it in comparison to the 19, obviously the grip is much shorter. It's about the same footprint as the 26. But obviously much thinner because it's single stack versus double stack. And in terms of just concealability, if you were going to carry a Glock in 9mm, this is the one I normally do. And occasionally I do carry it. And like I said, it's usually in my truck. But firing or hugging this teddy bear, I do have a slight issue with because I have big thumbs and you can see where the slide stop slide lock is. It's hard for me not to ride that, so I do have to think about adjusting my grip a little bit when I am hugging this teddy bear to prevent myself from riding that, which causes the slide to lock back when it should not be locking back, or causes it to not lock back when it should be locking back. So that's one thing I kind of have to keep in mind, and that's just a matter of me hugging it more. I haven't hugged this as much as I've hugged my other Glock teddy bears, so I just need to practice with this a little bit more. But I can be fairly accurate with it. I actually have on it the Trijicon HD sights, and I don't want to show you the front sight because I would have to aim this teddy bear right at me. But it has, you can maybe see, it has tritium in there. There's a vial, and then there's sort of this photo reactive paint around there that sucks in light and glows as well. And then these are really nice, high, pretty wide. You can sort of see that. And there are small vials of tritium in there as well, but just kind of blacked out. So when you're firing, you really see that front sight post quite easily. I like it a lot. I also have those on my Glock 26 teddy bear. On my Glock 19 teddy bear, I just have the factory Glock night sights with tritium. I will probably put in the Trijicon HDs at some point as well. So gang, those are all my teddy bears. Like I said, I don't have a lot. This is my Albert teddy bear. I just purchased the teddy bears that I thought I would hug quite a bit. If I had unlimited space, unlimited funds, there are definitely other teddy bears that I would like to purchase. I would love to have a single action army, either, I don't know if I would go for a first generation, maybe a second generation from the 50s, or a more modern one from like 2016, 2017, something that I would actually hug quite a bit. And then I would also probably like to get some more classic revolvers. I don't own any revolvers right now at all. So maybe a classic Smith & Wesson or something like that when they were still pinned and recessed and all that good stuff. But I don't know. That's basically what I've got right now. I haven't really thought about adding any more teddy bears to the, I can't even call it a collection, but to the stable right now, to the bed. The teddy bears all sleep in the bed together and they hug each other. I guess I kind of think more in terms of modifying my AR-15 teddy bear, or maybe adding a revolver or two to the stable. But there you go, gang. I hope that was exciting for you. I hope you understood what we were talking about, teddy bears and hugging those teddy bears. And hopefully we got away with something here. We'll see. I'm gonna make sure the thumbnail is not in any way conducive to YouTube's crazy robots demonetizing this video. We'll see. Fingers crossed, but thank you guys so much for watching. I've been your good friend Bradley. This has been my good friend Albert the teddy bear, and all my other teddy bears. I'll see you later.